My dear brothers and sisters, it is very interesting to observe how many of our English words take their origin from Latin words. Do you know that the word money has its root in a Latin word which means warning? The root word of money is monere, to warn. Moneo, I warn. Isn't it interesting to note that the original root word for money is warning? Why then the Gospel of St. Luke is particularly hard on those who are rich? But interestingly, the Gospel of St. Luke is also very clear about one thing, that riches are not bad in themselves, that money is not bad in itself. If you were very observant, the readings of today speak about our attitude toward riches. Why then does money connote warning? What is behind that? When you are strong, when you have good looks, when you have many talents, when you have wealth, when you have influence, when you have power, there is a danger that you have an illusion of self-sufficiency. When you have so much of the world's goods, human qualities, there is a danger that you begin to think you do not need anybody else. And this illusion of self-sufficiency is the danger that comes almost automatically with very gifted people, with people who have so many resources, with people who have so many talents. That illusion of being self-sufficient becomes very, very probable. And that is why the Lord is very careful to point out to us through the Gospel of St. Luke that we have to know how to handle ourselves. We need more warnings the more gifted we are. We need more warnings the more resources we have at our disposal. St. Thomas Aquinas has a very interesting definition of God, the way he describes God. He calls God esse subsistens, which means self-sufficient being. In other words, the only self-sufficient being is God. God does not need anybody. We do. When a person has illusions of self-sufficiently, it spawns other evils. When a person thinks they are self-sufficient, they begin to only think of themselves. And that is why those who have so much are prone to greed, kanang pagkahakog, pagkadaw. This temptation comes almost immediately, and many give in to it. That is why we seldom find people who have so much who are contented. So self-sufficiency breeds greed. When a person is greedy, they forget everything else except themselves. And this is the danger there. Now, it does not breed only greed. When one is self-sufficient or thinks they are self-sufficient, they breed other sins, which is a total insensitivity to the plight of other people. They become insensitive to the sufferings of other people. They become insensitive to the feelings of other people. Why? Well, because their only preoccupation is themselves. And that is why that lack of compassion comes in. That selfishness that erodes everything good. And that is why those who are more gifted, those who have more resources, need more warnings because of the dangers that riches of every type bring in with them. So today, we ask for that special grace from Our Lady, that we may be able to be wise, prudent, and spiritual in using what God has given us, knowing that these are not ours. These are lent to us. Therefore, it takes a very spiritual person to be able to handle riches well. That is why we will have a more blessed society if the money and the resources are in the hands of spiritual people, of mature people, of people who have been formed well. Money, riches in the hands of God-fearing people will bring out a lot of good. However, resources and money in the hands of people who have no fear of God and concern for others will be a disaster. So examine ourselves today. What is our attitude towards the gifts the Lord has given us? Do they lead us to more dependence on Him? Or do they lead us to an illusion of self-sufficiency?